This podcast is brought to you by Convo Cloth, the official clothing apparel of the NBC podcast. For the latest apparel, please go to www.nothingbutconvos.com. Now, let's get into the latest episode of the NBC podcast with your boy, S. McCann. What's good, people?
Nothing like it.
This is episode 1, Why a Podcast with your boy, S. McCann. Let's get it. So why did I start a podcast? I always wanted to do a podcast, but I just didn't take the time out to do it. Also, I wanted to challenge myself and do something new and outside the box. What is the name of my podcast? My podcast is called Nothing But Conversations, NBC. And the reason why I picked this name was I thought I had a good ring to it. What is my podcast about? My podcast is about life, sports, and entertainment. Life episodes will be conversations about life events, health, and family. Sports episodes will be conversations about all type of sports topics from all major professional sports as well as amateur athletes. Entertainment episodes will be conversations about everything that has to do or deal with the entertainment business. What type of gear do I have to do my podcast? I did research and I seen multiple setups. The first setup or equipment that I seen while I did my research was a computer. And with this computer, all you need was just headphones and a USB mic. If you did want better quality, audio quality, you would need an audio interface and an XLR mic. The next setup I seen was the Zoom H6 recorder. And with this setup, they had a Shure SM7B mic and Cloud Lifter. And with this Cloud Lifter, they were using this just to get better audio. This setup has many parts and can get pricey with headphones, mics, and Cloud Lifters. The gear or equipment that I did choose, I went with the Rodecaster Pro. The reason why I went with this machine is because it has less things you would need to make your audio quality better. One thing when you're starting a podcast, you will want to make sure you have great sounding audio. I know that I will get better with more reps at doing shows, but if I have good audio from the start, that's one thing that I needed to worry about. So the breakdown of the Rodecaster Pro, it's basically an audio interface on steroids. This machine is like a game changer. It's a mixer, audio interface, studio, all in one. So my microphones, I have the Rode Pod mics. The Shure SMB microphone is basically, it's like the standard in podcasting. So I just went on Google and just said, what is a good, microphone to do a podcast? And the Shure came up, but then it had videos of the Rode Pod mics. And within these reviews, people were comparing it to the Shure SMB as a rival in the sound and the sound quality. They were close, but one thing about the Rode Pod mic was it was much more cheaper than the Shure mic. My headphones that I use are the Audio Technica ATHM 40X. And for my guest, I have the Shure SRH 440. So the features of the Rodecaster Pro, there are many videos on YouTube that will break this machine down better than me. So I will just give you my top 3 features that I love about this machine. The first feature that I love is the large touchscreen. This large touchscreen is amazing. Within this screen, you have settings that can adjust just about anything. Also, the one thing that I love with these settings, you can go in and adjust your mic type. So if you have a Rode mic, it has settings for each type of Rode mic. If you have another brand of mic that might be a dynamic or a condenser mic, you can change and adjust what mic you're using. Also, you can adjust what type of voice tone you have from deep, medium, high, and voice strength you have from soft, medium, and strong. The next feature that I love is the Bluetooth feature. I will use the Bluetooth feature for phone interviews. Also, you can use this feature for music as well. Let me give you a demo of using the audio or sound audio from using Bluetooth. I'm gonna play a song for you.
Traumatized by idolizing hustlers living lavish. It turned a blind eye to them addicts when it ended tragic. Rolls on the concrete, get thrown on your homie casket. And watch the pastor rape the pockets of the holy masses. Grandmama lottery winnings, winning that wicker basket. Grandpa communion was usually just a fifth of brandy. My uncle told me that powder was just some grown-up candy. Gun on the dresser, he stressing and probably come in handy. Hoping that the sun don't shine and the sun don't rise and that fire stay on my brain can blow my mind. And my mama said, stay right here, don't go outside. And my papa said, get off that porch, get on your grind. And look a nigga dead in his eyes, don't curve that spine. In the dark, with a flow that shine, in a Kodak mind. With a heart made of gold, but don't cross that line. I seen a lot, you see what I seen, you might go blind.
The sound quality of the Bluetooth is amazing. That song was called 1992 from an artist called Jeffrey Walker. He's one of my best friends. Go check his music out. He's on all platforms. So the last feature that I love is the instant sound effect playback buttons. On the machine, you have 4 of these buttons. They're soft. You can play recorded interviews, music, and effects. Let me demo some sounds.
Sound nothing like it.
This right here is my intro to the podcast. And the other sounds that you will hear are all stock. They like cheesy sounds, but so which each of these buttons, you can go to a sound bank and you can change any of these buttons, which these changes will take place in the software, the Rodecaster software. So What this machine can do would cost about $2,000 or $3,000, which this is probably not even, this is way below half of what this machine did cost. So the cost of my setup, I have 2 headphones. Each of them cost $99. The XLR cords, I got a 2-pack off of Amazon. Cable Matters, it was $15.95. The microphone stands, on stage adjustable desktop microphone stands, I got 2. They were $16.95. I got an SD card for the machine. The machine takes a SD and you can record straight into the machine, which is awesome. That was $14.49. I got a USB-C hub, which was $23.99. The microphones are, like I said before, Rode PodMic microphones, and they were $99, and I got 2 of them. And the audio interface, the Rodecaster Pro, was $599. So the total that I paid for my setup was roughly $1,000. And so I didn't pay that all at once. I got some gear weeks at a time. And most of the gear that I had this since February. So what do you need if you wanted to start a podcast right now, today? Well, you already have it in your hand, your phone. So I will talk about an iPhone, since I'm an iPhone user. I'm pretty sure Android users have the same feature. The Record app on your phone, you can record anything from your phone. So if you wanted to do an interview, if you wanted to do your first show, it's right in your hands, right in your phone, the Record app. In 2020, everyone should have a computer or a smart device. So for Mac users, if you wanted to do a podcast, you have GarageBand, which is free. For PC users, you can record on Audacity, and that's a free software, recording software. For computer users, all you need is a good mic, audio interface, and you can start recording. For smartphone and smart device users, you can use the Record app and use a mic adapter to get better quality audio. And you can use any type of headphones that will be compatible with your smart device or smartphone. So it's easy, basically, to start a podcast. You can get to it today, tomorrow, or whenever you have time. But with this podcast, I'm looking to grow with my listeners. I can call you guys the Convo Gang, and I'm just trying to grow, every week, every month, trying to get better and better at this. So until the next time, people, stay safe, give respect, and show love. 1. Make sure you go listen to all old and new NBC podcast episodes on all podcasting platforms. And please go to www.nothingbutconvos.com for the latest apparel.